with stand-up comedians because it's the most scary thing I can ever imagine doing. Where do you kind of get the courage to go up in front of so many people and with the pressure of being funny?
Tonight, we're getting bumped up. Well, the courage in the beginning is a little different than the courage now. The courage in the beginning is that these are all people that you don't know, and it's hard to have conversations with multiple people at once, and you bring that into it. But at this point in my career, I'm only talking to one person. And so it makes it easier because my fans are represented as one person. This is a relationship that we're really in. And so we've been together long enough that we've discussed the good things, we've discussed the bad things, we discussed current events. This is the opportunity to have the dialogue, and that's what keeps the relationship fresh for me. So I generally feel more comfortable in those moments than I would if I was in a room with 3 people.
Really? So sometimes you must feel like, okay, this is not going as planned. How do you get out of a situation? Or do you ever feel that? Or are you so...
Comedically?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very responsive sport. So if you don't make an adjustment to whatever it was that you're feeling or whatever is happening, then it's still going to continue. And so it requires you to try to read how things are going and make an adjustment before it gets to critical points. I wish I was as good as doing that in real life as I am on stage, but you got to start somewhere. But yeah, that's how it works.
Serial killer. Are you a serial killer?
I am not a serial killer.
You just emphasize.
So what is that compared to being in a movie like this one? Is it much easier to like act in a movie than being on stage in front of people, or how is that dynamic different?
Well, it's only different because on stage, this is me. And so I'm being as close to myself as possible. And in the movie situation, I become whoever that guy is before we start the process. So I'm never adding Katt Williams things into it. It's just this character, and this is what his life revolves around. So
On Larry King Now, funny man Katt Williams.
First, Larry, I'd be remiss if I didn't say what a great pleasure this is to be with you. For a lifetime, you've been an exposer of substance. And my life was not going to be complete until I got to your table. I'm a diehard comedy supporter. I take seriously the fact that comedy is the bastion of Hollywood, that if it were not for our genre, that it could not exist. It brings so much joy to the world. In order to be involved in the things these people are allegedly or actually involved in, it means you have to have a lot of cojones. You have to be willing to do things that most of us would go, you don't do that. It's not a big deal to ride in on a horse named Sassy as a pedophile.
Plus, secret talent.
Clairvoyant.
You're clairvoyant.
Yes, sir.
Psychic.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. All next on Larry King Now.
You see, this is showing you an example. When people want to be respectful and when they're on certain platforms, they're very docile. Have you ever heard Katt Williams that docile? He knew where he was at. So people got sense. Now when they want to clown and act a fool, they think that's what we want to see. So for us, we get the ratchet, crazy, can't respect nobody Katt Williams. But they get soft jazz music, easy listening Katt Williams. Now I'm just saying. Now you see, I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying. Somebody tell me something.